to get acquainted with your teaching.
Yes.
And for some sessions, I found that it is very good.
Yes.
It is very good. So from my standpoint of view, I understand that you always put the observer in the position of anatta in order to watch anything. So let's say that you didn't care whether it is there or not. But first of all, you have to understand that very, very first thing, there is no I at all. That is selfless. So, by the way, you will start with anatta first, not with anicca. Even though any phenomenon is impermanent, it is anicca.
Yes.
But you start with anatta.
Anatta, if we start with anatta, anicca is included.
Yes.
Anicca is more small power and less power. If in anatta, the quality of anicca is included.
Can you further explain a little bit about that?
Because there's Hello? Okay. In my teaching, in my teaching, this teaching method was discovered because of the inconvenience of traditional teaching. In traditional teaching, there's a lot of weakness. Especially in the role of I. In tradition, action is essential or necessary. That's why, because of this action, there comes the owner of the action, I. Whatever you do with I, you are doing with non-enlightenment and attachments. To accept the enemies as your friends. That's why. How much or how how long or how many times you practice with I, it is very hard to get to the goal of real enlightenment. Especially Myanmar people have the idea of I must meditate. Meditation is something to do. They have that idea in their mind. But the weak point is what they think about meditation is not real meditation. Because I is meditating. In reality, knowing there is no I is real meditation. Instead of understanding there is no I, they meditate with I, and that's why. Although they have the desire, the right desire, meditation is necessary. Their point of view in meditation is wrong. That's why whenever they meditate, it is very rare to get the final goal. There are a lot of misunderstanding in meditation. That's why I understand that weakness, and that's why I try how to solve this problem. And for 4 years continuous, because of my hard work over 4 years, this explanation appear, and it really work for nearly all people.
But I see that for the people who is less greedy, less tanha, less kilesa,
Yes.
it is very easy to accept your teaching,
Yes.
and very easy to get in a peaceful state.
Yes.
But I'm not sure for the people who have, much more greedy,
Yes. Yes.
and who has a lot of kilesa. It seems that it is not so easy, because their minds are agitated all the time.
Yes.
So how can they overcome this problem for the people who has a lot of kilesas?
Especially if they understand Myanmar language, they can get my help by listening to my teaching. This problem can easily solved with my help if they believe in me. If they didn't get my help, and if they meditate by themselves, by obeying my method, it is difficult because of their great desire, strong desire.
Right.
But in long term, my fame, my popularity will be increasing time after time, never stop. In this way, people who are greedy can easily accept, can easily notice my my fame. At that time, they will willingly accept this teaching, this
So
method.
it is the matter of faith,
The matter
of sada, right? You mean that it is a matter of sada, because of sada of faith. And when the faith is set up, it is a foundation for practicing, a firm foundation for practicing.
yes. I mean, there are roughly only two types of person.
Okay.
One type has less intelligence and they, whatever they see, they see only in material, not to the mind.
But I see that there are a lot of intelligent people, but they have a lot of kilesas too. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes. But their intelligence in material, I mean,
okay.
not in mind,
Yeah.
not in mental case. But for them, they follow along the material. For that people, what I intend is one day I am building or establishing the meditation center. It is never like it will be, never like this before. And in this way, they can easily notice my action, my fame, my popularity. In this way, at that time, I can easily compare to their with them. Even though I am not following like him to money, what I'm doing based on fully wisdom, fully intelligence.
Okay.
Never pay attention to money, material, but they are paying attention only to money, and this is contest. The contest of appearance, not wisdom. In wisdom case, in mental case, they can never compare.
So I understand that as long as you have mental wisdom,
Yes,
you can get involved in business. You can do business as well.
yes,
As long as you have, mental, let's say that is mental
yes.
wisdom, as you say, right? Now, just come back a little bit to my previous question.
Yes,
Say that it is very important
yes,
for a yogi to recognize anatta in order to observe phenomena. And then, by observing that, the anicca is included.
yes.
So what about suffering or dukkha? So how do you realize dukkha in that context?
in there.
Yeah, in that situation. So how do you realize dukkha?
Dukkha, oh, you mean?
Yeah, 3 characteristics. Tilakkhana. Because from my experience, I see that anytime if I contemplate on anatta,
Yes.
the mind will be concentrated, and then it will get kind of one-pointedness, and it is easy to get into a tranquil and peaceful state. Sometimes I can maintain it for a long time. So I just started the way of your teaching, and I see that anytime when I lose that state, and I back to the anatta for a while, and after that I can watch it longer. Can you get me?
Not fully.
So you mean you start by observing anatta?
Yes, because they kind of because.
So how do you observe anatta?
No, because you say that Mashibu, right? Mashibu means nothing is there, nothing. So by seeing that, you don't see any observer, right? And then you see,
So you
because
sort of get
because
the
of
idea,
seeing that,
you remind yourself of the idea that there's nothing, idea of emptiness.
right? It's kind of auto-suggestion, as we
Mhm.
have agreed before.
And then you take that view
Yes,
and
just
then you
step
sort of-
back
okay.
and see. So it is very easy to get into a peaceful and tranquil state. Yeah, it's. I see that sometimes. Let's say that for previously it took me about 10 minutes. Now it's 5 minutes. Oh, that's good. So it's like a shortcut. But anyway, the point is. It depends. Sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it's not easy to maintain that state because of kilesa. So at that time, I had to check back whether I observe with my anatta or not. If I observe with my atta, so maybe something is wrong. So I have to come back with anatta, and then I observe it again. And I also get into the previous state. So, I mean that all the time you have to maintain, to observe with anatta. So if you think that the mind is agitated, it means something wrong. Kilesas come in, right? Because some session I see that it's very easy. I can maintain for a long time, but sometimes just for a short time.
It concerns with your daily life.
Yeah.
In your daily life, if you do in the sight of no I or nothing, there will be little different in daily meditation.
Okay.
If you pay more attention to the sight of I, you will have more trouble to stay in the sight of no I. The more you practice, the more you will understand about your mind. And when you do know that studying is trouble, I mean, that's accepting ourselves as nothing. It is trouble. You mean what is dukkha. Dukkha is your mind is busy with accepting nothing. That is trouble or dukkha, suffering or dukkha.
Oh, I see.
As long as you accept nothing, that accepting disappear at once. That is impermanent or anicca. If you accept only the truth of nothing to be the mind only friend, if your mind is paying attention only to nothing, impermanent knowing of nothing will follow one after another. In that knowing, there's no person, no one behind. Only knowing, nothing only. In that case, mind is understanding the truth of every sensation. Mind understands the truth of all sensation. You will meet with a man, at first you don't know about him, but later you will understand if he is a thief. So after that, whenever you know him, you will understand he is not a good man, he is a thief. So also, knowing sensation is not knowing the character of sensation, not knowing the character of sensation. Knowing nothing is knowing the truth about sensation. Knowing nothing and knowing something is a sensation or whatever conception may be. But every knowing is knowing something. Knowing something is in one group. Knowing nothing is in one group. In knowing nothing, mind is seeing the truth of even mind itself. Even knowing is nothing. Whatever appear are also nothing. Knowing itself is nothing. Nothing is everything. Even knowing this, nothing is nothing.
Maybe because of sooner or later it passes away, so you call that nothing?
Not sooner or later. As soon as it appear, it disappear.
Okay.
Quite sure.
Yes.
Not short life or long life. Only very short life. Every sensation every knowing has the same character of impermanence. That in this case, mind is seeing or mind is discovering the truth which never found before. Nothing is not my friend before meditation. Only when I meditate, I understand mind can live without anything. Mind can live alone. I mean, mind can be without paying any attention to every time, to everywhere, to everyone. Mind can be like this. I understand. My mind stay by itself with the understanding of every sound are nothing, every scene are nothing, every smell, every food, every whatever appear in our tongue, it is nothing. Our tongue is also nothing.
Is it like when you see, you stop, when you hear, you stop, when you smell, you stop? Pattern? The concept?
To have the ability to stay mind alone, to be mind alone, mind must have the wisdom to know everything is nothing.
So the knowing mind will be disappeared.
Yes, mind ever new. Everything is ever new. Ever new. No. Old mind never. It in reality. There's no old mind, no dead mind. Only new mind.
Okay.
Ever new mind born appear automatically by nature. Mind is the perfect product of nature. Very perfect. You have to clean up your robe, yourself. You have to go to bed. You have to clean your body. But in nature, mind is the product of nature and it's ever new. No old mind exists. Mind is always refreshing by itself. That's why mind understands that truth. Everything is created by man. All materials in human society are created by man. The whole building was created, including everything in the buildings are created by man. Man, but who create man? Mind create man. That's why mind is very powerful, but that the creator mind is nothing. This is knowing nothing is and knowing the truth about nothing. Before meditation, we will think, I have my mind. My mind is angry. My mind is greedy, maybe. When the right understanding appear, when the wisdom appear, mind understand everything is nothing. Even that knowing this theory is nothing. There's no person behind knowing. only knowing appear soon, appear advanced disappear, another knowing appear, disappear. In this way, mind can still find. It says, mind needs no friend anymore. My friend is the truth of nothing, the truth, the nothing truth of everything. In this way, mind is no more in danger. If your mind combined with your body, you will have to worry about your health. In meditation, mind is ever new by itself, and there's no one that's ever new. Knowing nothing is also knowing only, no attachments.
So, in the worldly sense,
Yes.
most of the time we are doing akusala or unwholesome actions, and it is very difficult to do kusala or wholesome actions because the mind is very powerful.
Yes.
And then we can direct the mind from unwholesome to wholesome direction. Or now we are, walking in the middle way. It's not wholesome or unwholesome at all, just in the middle. We don't differentiate, this is wholesome and this is unwholesome. We just walk in the middle.
Yes. Yes.
So, what do you think?
Mind, there's no mind. Mind is knowing nothing, which means there's no mind. Only knowing nothing exists. This is real vipassana.
Sometimes you have motivation behind.
Yes.
So let's say that you have a good motivation,
Yes.
and it is wholesome, right?
Yes.
You differentiate it as wholesome.
Yes.
And my question is, if we have wisdom, let's say, and you understand the mind, so you don't have to differentiate this is wholesome or unwholesome motivation.
Yes.
You just do it. It is backed up by wisdom. Can you get me?
What do you want to know?
We have wholesome and unwholesome actions, right? So now you want to promote by the wisdom. Because of wisdom, so it is not necessary to differentiate this is wholesome and this is unwholesome. You just do it. So because of wisdom, anything you do is right.
Yes.
You don't have to think, it is good thing and it is bad thing. You don't have to differentiate it.
Yes.
You just depend on your wisdom.
Yes.
And you just do it.
Yes.
It is backed up behind by the wisdom.
Yes. Yes.
Is that I understand?
Yes. What your action is not important anymore.
Okay.
If you are knowing nothing, you are not doing anymore. That's why. It can be just like other case, in normal case. For normal people, whatever they do with I.
No, let's say, I just give an example. Let's say that I'm a lay person. Now, I'm doing some charity, dana.
Yes.
So, because of doing dana, I differentiate dana as, good thing, as
Yes.
wholesome.
Yes, yes.
Is that kind of kilesa or not?
Yes, it is kilesa.
This is kilesa.
Yes, yes.
So,
Because
can you further explain a little bit about that?
that you are not making donation, but you misunderstood I am the donator. That misunderstanding is kilita.
Okay.
Your desire, your desire to give up your money to someone who needs, it is, your desire is wholesome action, but it is but you accept, you have the desire appear in you, but that's why the owner
desire, how you can do things. I do something because of desire.
Yes.
Maybe it is good desire or bad desire.
Yes.
But still I have desire to meditate, desire to do charity,
Yes.
desire to do something.
Yes.
The point only as whether it is good or bad.
Knowing is the answer.
Okay.
What you are knowing. If you are knowing nothing, whatever you do is right. If you are doing with I, whatever you do is wrong, maybe good or bad. Good doing will respond good action, good reaction. Bad doing will respond bad reaction. But both are wrong.
Maybe you are speaking in a very high level. Now just go down a little bit.
Yes.
Just for newcomers.
Yes.
And in the first place, they have to differentiate what is good, what is bad. So you have to abstain, or you have to stay away from the bad things. You have to do, good things instead. So later on, you can, you don't have to think about good or bad, because now you have a knowing. But in the first stage, it seems difficult to do that.
And you can easily decide when you have the desire to help someone, what you feel. You feel good or bad. If you feel good, it is. If you, in your mind case, if you feel it is, your mind is in peace, it is good.
That's right.
So, if you have a desire to kiss a dog, your desire, in your desire, if you are angry with someone, you feel no good, your mind is unwholesome. That's why it is bad. Not concerned with what you are doing, only concerned with what is in your peace of mind. It will be, if your mind is in peace stage, in the future, it will follow. If you accept it, in the future your mind will be in peace. If you are angry now, in the future, if you accept it, in the future you must angry endlessly.
So let's say that now I don't have to differentiate it is good or bad.
Yes.
So I just check with my mind.
Yes.
If I do anything and my mind is calm and peaceful, I just do it.
Yes.
Even I do good things,
Yes.
but when I check with my mind,
Yes.
it is agitated.
Yes,
So it means that it's not good at all.
Yes.
So I just stop it.
You must stop your mind.
That's right. Yeah.
Only when your mind become cool and in peace, you decide what you should do or not. You decide.
Uh-huh.
If your mind is not in normal state, you must stop
Yeah.
Making-
Even the good things.
making decision. Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Even yes.
Good things. So, do you think for some other schools say
Yeah.
that we can transform
Yes.
from anger into love because of
Yeah.
energy?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do you think that it is possible or impossible
From anger to
to love? Because it is kind of energy. You
Yes.
would transform
Yes.
the energy of anger into the energy of love or compassion.
I accept it that because of anger
Mhm.
in my childhood, I saw the children who are acted in not in justice will.
Okay.
When I see that case, I feel angry,
Oh.
but I can do no more because I myself cannot stand to my own feet.
Mhm.
In this case, my angry mind began. One day, I will try to help the people who are in need like this.
Mhm.
In this way, anger change into sympathy and anger change to help the people in need.
Mhm. So let's say that now I'm angry.
Yes.
So how can I contemplate or meditate on that state? There are two cases. Now I watch my anger directly
Yes.
with no eye, right? So it is like your teaching. In the other case, I just let my anger, increasing, come up and up, and when it reaches the highest point,
Yes.
it will go down.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But it is said that you should not let your anger break out. What do you think? Because that kind of energy,
Yes.
if you don't let the energy flows, and then maybe your body will have some side effects because of anger.
Yes.
Later on, you'll have, many kind of diseases.
Suppressing.
Yeah, kind of suppressing.
Yes.
Because now I get angry, so I had, just free it away. If I still keep my anger, maybe, I have something wrong in my body. My body is very hot.
Yes.
And if I just contemplate directly on that anger, maybe it's impossible because my mind at that time is agitated. So what is your solution?
Whenever I get angry,
Mhm.
I choose the first will. There's no one,
Mhm.
nothing, only nothing.
Mhm.
The anger appear because mind pay attention the thing to be angry, the sound to be angry.
Mhm.
That's why mind become angry. To stop this, I break. I make. I try. The mind on the sound to be angry, not to disconnect the mind and the thing to be angry. With nothing, there's no I, only nothing. That's why for nothing to be angry, no more. In this way, stop. There's nonsense for nothing. In this way, I'm directly. Hello? There. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is angry mind is very powerful. That's why the mind which can control the angry mind is more powerful. In this way, I try. This is in emergency case. If you are angry, it is emergency case. It is the test.
Yes.
Your meditation is powerful enough to control this situation or not.
Right.
That's why if I lose, I'm not satisfied with my meditation, and that's why I decided I will work hard more not to be like this. In this way, later there's no anger. There will be no anger anymore. Because we will not accept our previous state of mind anymore. We must make revolution to every previous mind. Anger is our old friend. Angry mind is our old friend, and if we contact with angry mind, we will never in peace. Our mind can never be in peace permanently. That's why we must disconnect with anger. That's why we must try more and more. We must make a lot of. This is testing our mind power, our new mind power. This is making challenge. Anger is making challenge. Are you more powerful or not? This is a good test. That's why whatever happened to us, I can accept it, because if I can control the anger, I make a lot of belief in my mind, meditation, in my work. If I can control the anger, there's the lesson. The anger gives me a lesson. You must try hard.
But if you say that if you control the anger, it means the I is behind.
No, not control. I mean, control me. That's especially I change my attitude.
Okay.
Nothing in meditation. I said nothing. Everything, including I, is nothing. And but in ordinary case, in daily life, we have to behave like someone. We have to act like someone, and in our acting situation, the anger appears sometimes. And that's why, as soon as the anger appears, I stop my acting as I. In this way, I retreat. I make a retreat from acting I, and there's nothing. My mind go beyond.
Oh.
That's why mind must retreat to nothing. Mind must make a new connection, make with nothing, and in this way, mind can be nothing. Because nothing has the power to become nothing, whatever mind may be. If your mind is angry, if your mind combined with contact with nothing, everything will be nothing.
So you use the word, the term connection or disconnection.
Yes.
They are concerned with a situation whether you are get involved with daily activities or not, right? If you are getting involved with daily activity,
Yes.
so you connect
Yes.
with Panyati or Kenya,
Yes.
and at the time when there is nothing at all, and then you disconnect.
Yes. Although if I stay alone, there's no connection, or there will be a lot of things, a lot of books to read. I'm paying no interest to the books. There will be a lot of people here. I will pay no attention to the people. Because of meditation, my mind have a good habit of staying alone, staying with wisdom, saying the truth about everything which is nothing. In this way, mind.
Can you simplify it a little bit? Make it, simpler for beginners who can understand that? Because sometimes the terms are so abstract, so it's hard to understand. Even I can understand that, but other people, they don't understand.
Because of meditation, my mind have a new friend which is nothing. My mind have the ability to connect with nothing. This quality appear at first only in meditation with closing eye, but later when I open my mind, that knowing nothing is stay, not disappear. My mind is, although my eyes open, my mind is making connection with nothing, and in this way, what I'm seeing is I'm not interested. What I see in front of my eyes, and my mind make a connection with nothing and connection with something. When the eye open, we have to walk, we have to do something. In this way, I have to practice to make connection with nothing, and after that to make connection with something. But mind is very quick, very quick. That's why it can be. But knowing nothing must be in the first row, in the leading row. If I pay more attention to something, that knowing nothing gone away. That's why I can. It is very hard to reconnect with nothing, and that's why I have to try to balance the mind state, not to balance my body, only to balance my mind, to connect with concept and with nothing. It is. You must be very patient. Your mind must be very patient, and because I stay here, that's why there are a lot of concepts, and I have to meet with a lot of people, and that's why I have to practice very patiently. At first, mind go beyond to the concept and the mind cannot find nothing anymore with eye open. At that stage, I have to close my eyes and I have to make a new connection with emptiness or nothing. When I have the good connection with nothing, I will open my eyes and I will do what I must do, but very carefully, not to lose my knowing nothing. In this way, I have the ability, day after day, I have the ability to do everything with nothing. Even in reading newspaper, even in listening, even in speaking, I can do with finding under the control of knowing nothing. It is difficult, but it is possible if you have strong desire.
Yes, but how do you do that? How do you do that? Let's say that now we are speaking each other.
Yes.
So how you can connect with nothing right now?
At present, there's no effort anymore. Okay. My mind is always in emptiness.
Okay.
But no effort of mine.
Yeah.
Because that's why I am very peaceful.
Okay.
I have to make. It is difficult for me to connect with usage, English usage, Myanmar usage, because they are not my permanent friends. Emptiness is the best friends, the best and permanent friend of mine.
Okay.
Emptiness become permanent friends.
So
the best friends, yes.
Is that nothing is pramata?
Yes,
in that sense?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Without nothing is only nothing. Mind can be.
So is nothing included arising and passing away?
No.
But in very very short moment, in very very that moment.
Yes.
So is it included arising and passing away? Because of passing away, and then you see that there's nothing. But right at that time it arises and then it passes away immediately.
Knowing, you are ever new knowing is arising and passing. Not you are saying to the other. No, I'm saying only knowing itself is nothing. Knowing itself is nothing. That's why you can find others. Your mind itself is nothing.
Do you often dream during sleeping?
No, not often. Sometimes.
So let's say that if we are awake,
yes,
we are living with consciousness.
Yes.
And if we are sleeping,
yes.
It is subconscious.
Yes.
So, for experienced meditator, if you are sleeping, you even live with consciousness.
If you are?
So it means if you are sleeping and then you don't connect with subconsciousness, now you are dealing more with consciousness. Because sometimes people sleep, but they don't know what happened around.
Oh, yes.
Because let's say that during the day we don't have so many kilesas.
Yes.
But when we go to sleep,
yes,
after that kilesa may arise.
Yes.
So how to deal with that?
How
to cope with that problems? How to solve the problem?
It goes on with your wisdom. If you know nothing, whatever you do is not recorded fully. The more
So no, let's say now you are going to bed,
Yes.
right? So how do you contemplate? How do you contemplate until you get asleep soundly?
at present, you mean?
No. Let's say now you are going to sleep. So how do you contemplate on that situation?
Contemplate, what do you mean?
How do you observe nothing?
Yeah, observe nothing during sleeping.
Uh,
I think he said something before about it's concerned with what you do in everyday life. And remember he said something about that?
No, it's during meditation.
Uh-huh.
If you feel agitated, the mind is agitated, it means that because of doing daily activities, you get a lot of kilesa
Mhm.
in.
So the same holds true for when you go to sleep, that the kilesa is coming in because you
But
have
at that
them.
time, you get sound sleep and then you don't know anything at all. You understand
But-
what I mean?
not recording. In meditation, knowing nothing is not recording anymore. That's why when you go to sleep, there's only knowing nothing, and in this way, I go to sleep. I fell asleep. Like this. Not too difficult to sleep, because mind is mind is knowing nothing, and because of knowing nothing, mind is energy saving.
Okay. Yes.
That's why, although I go to sleep, I have no worry about to go asleep or not. It is no problem. But in most of nearly daily, I fell asleep soon after.
But let's say that you don't have sleep because of something happened during the day,
Yes.
but maybe in a subtle level, kilesa may arise because of something happened in the past. You don't know. Now they are arising.
Yes. But in this case, because of meditation, I have the ability
Mm.
to follow the thinking. Thinking mind is like thinking mind and knowing nothing. I follow the thinking mind, which I stop the thinking mind.
Mhm.
Mind between one thinking and another thinking. I stop. I stop with knowing nothing, and in this way, finally, the connection to the thinking less and less, and in this way, it will stop later. If there's no problem, if I'm thinking with no eye, there's no problem anymore. If it is important,
Yes.
it will be if there's a strange happening in daily life at night. It is hard to fall asleep, and in this case, I never do it. I accept it, and in this way, finally, it gone. When the acceleration is become slower and slower, I do not. In most of the time, I have no effort. Later, there's no effort for me not to do something or to stop something. No effort, and it whatever happened, it is not important anymore. Fall asleep or not, it is not important
Okay.
anymore.
So I have the last question, and it is concerned with the previous interview. It's about Bama Mahobu.
Yes.
So in Bama Mahobu, at that time, you fully understand Tilakkhana, or three characteristics. Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. Right.
Yes.
So only in the first place, that there is only nothingness, and the second stage is Tilakkhana.
What do you mean Tilakkhana?
Three characteristics.
Yes.
But you say that we are observing with anatta, and then anicca is included.
Yes.
And by contemplating, you understand dukkha. So it seems that they happen simultaneously.
They happen
at the same time.
At the same time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it means there's no two stages, there's only one stage. From the beginning to the end,
Yes.
there are three characteristics is there.
Yes.
So you don't have to differentiate whether it is Bama Masibu or Bama Mahobu.
You must know. You must know.
Because now I'm contemplating with anatta.
Yes.
So because of anatta, I see anicca.
Yes.
And then I understand dukkha because of anicca, and there's no sukha or happiness at all. They are all sufferings.
Yes.
So I don't have to differentiate whether it is Bama Masibu or Bama Mahobu.
Yes, I mean, you must not accept your normal mind. It is very important.
Okay.
No work of Bama Masibu or Bama Mahobu or nothing. It is not important.
Okay.
If you accept whatever appears in your mind, if you accept it or against it, it is important. If you make against with
Right.
whatever appears in your mind, you are right. If you accept it, you are wrong.
Yes.
You must not accept. You must stay with not accepting mind, rejecting mind. Not no work. But for some people, it will need concept of Bama Mahobu or anicca or dukkha or anatta. But for if you can go directly, if you can understand and not to accept anymore, you must practice not to accept all the time, and in this way you will understand everything.
So it means for easy understanding, and then you divide into two stages.
Yes,
Into,
yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes.
phrases. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes.
Yeah. See, just stop it. Very hard to accept your old people, and sometimes it's not easy for them to accept a new thing. And then by listening to your teaching, and then they can understand and bring it into practice. Is it possible? Just about 15 or 20 minutes.
What he want to do?
Do you want to go with him? For
No. I just does he do like that before? Did he do that?
A lot of times he goes to teach people who are dying at the hospital.
He went to Christian at second of next month. At the second of next month, the Christian village invited me for lunch, and I will go there and I will make them meditation, and after that I will answer their question. at Srivida. Yes, never happened before. But
Uh-huh.
they believe in me.
Okay.
They ask me about their religion because they don't understand about their religion.
Right.
That's why. A lot of strange happen in me,
Uh-huh.
but all are over successfully.
Okay.
Now I must also go do meditation. 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 Also go do meditation.